Chapter 3. The Sins of Our Mothers. Snow had been reading the book of fairy tales since Circe left for the castle, so she decided to take a break and make some tea. She had been rereading Gothel's story, going over some of the things the Odd Sisters had said that she found intriguing. Things they had said to Gothel about her mother Mania. There seemed to be more behind their words, which often seemed to be the case with the Odd Sisters. But something about what Lucinda had said to Gothel in her last days resonated in Snow, and she felt there was a mystery to be solved. Her eyes were tired from long hours of reading, and she squinted at the sun coming through the round kitchen window that overlooked the apple tree. She wondered if it was the same apple tree from which her mother had plucked the apple that put her to sleep so many years before. Snow White. In a bit of a panic, Snow spun around, looking for the source of the unworldly voice. Could she have summoned her mother by simply thinking of her? She suddenly felt very afraid of her mother. She felt like a young girl again, afraid and alone. Mother? No, Snow. It's me, Circe. Snow's heart slowed. Snow looked around the room for the origin of Circe's voice, and then she found it. Her cousin's sweet face appeared in the mirror sitting on the kitchen table. Oh, there you are. Is everything all right? Snow asked, picking it up. Yes, dear. Everything is fine. I'm just checking in to see how you're doing. I'm fine, Circe, really. What's going on? I can see something is bothering you. So you've not heard from your mother? You looked frightened, Snow. What's happened? It's nothing, Circe, really. What's this about Mother? Has she done something? No, dear, I thought I heard you mention her. Don't worry about it. I'm sorry to bother you. We have a situation here, and it's got me all muddled. You're not a bother, Circe. What's the situation? Has it to do with my mother? No. Snow could see Circe was keeping something from her. Circe, you know I love you, but you can't keep treating me like a child who needs to be protected. That's how my mother treats me. Now, please, tell me what's going on. Circe sighed. We received word that my mothers may be soliciting help to break them out of the dreamscape, and I'm worried, that's all. Snow White felt as if she might faint. She put her hand on the table to steady herself and sat down in a chair. How? How will they break out? She could see Circe looked concerned. Oberon didn't say. We're trying to get more information. But Snow, I promise you're safe. We don't even know if that's the plan. They may just be trying to use powerful witches to do their bidding from the dreamscape. We're not sure. Snow White could tell Circe was leaving something out. But who? Who will they use? My mother? Circe's expression changed. I doubt Grimhilda would ever help my mothers. No, the fairies received word they were trying to lure Maleficent back from the other side of the veil to fight at their side against the fairies. They think they will try to bring her back to the living. Snow White felt the strangest sensation, a sense that what Circe was saying was not only true, but possible. Circe, since we read Gothel's story, I've had a feeling, a suspicion I haven't shared with you. Circe looked back at Snow in the mirror. What is it? Why haven't you told me yet? Hold on, let me go get the book of fairy tales. It's something I read in Gothel's story. Snow stood up, placing the mirror on the table. She retrieved the book and brought it back, opening to the page she had been reading earlier. But the page looked different. Snow gasped and held it to the mirror so that Circe could see. Now there was only a single line which read, This story is still being written. The page I was looking for isn't there, she said, shifting the mirror so she could see Circe's reaction. It's gone, replaced by this one line. What do you think it means? Snow could see Circe didn't know, and she didn't want to distract her with all her theories, while Circe was dealing with the debacle of her mother's. She suddenly felt foolish for bringing it up and vowed to handle it on her own. Circe, don't worry. I will find the pages with the part of the story I was looking for, and when I have the information, I will share it with you. Now go. I'm sure Nanny and the fairy godmother are in a state. Circe sighed. Yes, we have to figure out what to do about my mother's, and the last thing Nanny needs is another fight with her adopted daughter, Maleficent. If it's true, my mothers are planning to bring her back, I will never forgive them. This is just all so heartbreaking. Snow White nodded. Go, Cersei, and take care. I'll be fine here. I have a lot of reading to do. Cersei smiled at her cousin. Thank you, sweet Snow. I love you. Snow could see how upset Cersei was. I love you too, Cersei. I'll let you know if I learn anything. But Snow White knew she probably wouldn't tell Cersei. She didn't want to burden her with more wild notions about the Odd Sisters until she was sure. And besides, she didn't think she would find anything just yet, not until she visited Gothel's old library. She wished she had thought of it when they went to check on Mrs. Tittlebottom before coming back to Morningstar. She supposed she would have to invent a reason to go back there on her own.